end of overtime.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to another episode of the Penalty Box here on the set. As you can see, we're setting up for the trade deadline day, which is coming up on Friday. We're trying to get with the BOG and the VHL Players Association and other organizations to see if we can do a live show on trade deadline day. Right now, it's still in the works. Nothing's guaranteed, but as you can see, I'm setting up for it. We also have some news coming out of the VHL from Washington and from Tampa Bay, and a couple forum items. Oh, you know how much I love the forum items. Yeah, it's one of those. Right up there with the goaltenders. God, I love goaltending. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back after this quick short break. A message from our sponsors. Don't go away.
The Penalty Box brought to you in part by Pro Shop Talk with Frank and BP, Sundays, VHL Radio.
Welcome back. Now, before I get to the news items from Tampa Bay and Washington, I want to touch off on something that's happening on the forums. And I'm doing the first ever Penalty Box's 4-minute double minor. The first 2 minutes are going to be about this moron on the forums. Now, he's not a moron. I shouldn't call him a moron. Mr. Perfect 48 had a legitimate concern. What makes him a moron is what he asked. The concern was he ran up to another player that shall not be named in the EA Sports Hockey League. In other words, the OTP club games, the EA SHL OTP. Now, I've played in the OTP in club games, and to tell you the honest to God truth, it's nothing but a glitch fest. Everybody tries every single little advantage they can to get the almighty stat, aka McClintock. But that's the EA SHL. It's governed by EA Sports, not the BOG from the VHL, not the VHL Players Association. He's posting on the VHL forums about this player, about a possible pause glitch at the end of the game. Well, it sucks that you got glitched. I hate getting glitched. I mean, come on, play straight up if you want to play. But that's why a lot of people join the VHL, is to play straight up. If you're going to be playing in club games, you're going to run the risk of people that are going to board play themselves to chicken out when they're going to get hit. They're going to do wraparound goals, RB slap shots in the offensive zone, the curve shot, and all the other known glitches to try and score the almighty stat-giving goal, a.k.a. no. God, I don't know if I have a hairball in my throat or something or what, but I keep coughing. Excuse me. Sorry. There's no need to call for the ban hammer. The VHL ban hammer to ban this guy. If the guy does it in a VHL sanctioned game, by all means, yes, bring it up to the VOG. But if it's in the EA Sports Hockey League, talk to EA. Don't post it here. Come on. There's the VHL, and then there's that pile of shit called the EA SHL Club Fest, or I call it the Glitch Fest Stat Whores. God. I need to drink water, so we'll be right back after this short break.
VHL Talk with Just Donnie and Friends, Tuesdays, VHL Radio.
Welcome back, folks. Now, part 2 of the 4-minute double minor is directed to my number 1 fan, Mark. Hi, buddy. How are you? I know you're watching the show. Mark has been posting on the forum saying that I'm biased and I only cover news about Toronto, and he'd like to hear more stats and scores and highlights instead of a talking head ripping on the usual suspects or overhyping certain episodes. Mark, buddy, how many episodes have you watched? Because I'm going to show you a clip of one of my older episodes where I tell you exactly what I'm going to do on this show. Speaking of what I'm going to do on this show, do you see all this right here? All these? Oh, I dropped a couple. Look at all this. This is stats. This is a script. This is highlights. This is comments. This is news articles. It's my goddamn show. Where the hell do you get off telling me what to do? And then I asked I did some research and see if he actually had a point, because he claims he made a point. And this is the only thing I can come up with. And I quote, "By bias, I was more focused on how you degrade other players." And do at times focus on some episodes more than others. I understand that you are running the show, and that's your show. That's my show. But it would be rather helpful if you commented on more scores, rivalries, etc., 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 rather just focusing on the shitty of the league. I do other stuff too. He goes on to say, maybe get 2 opinions on the matter. Hey, Mark, we asked you to be on the show. There's a seat right there for you. Can you see it? It has your name on it. Welcome back. Where was I? Oh, yes. He said, but you stated, maybe get 2 opinions on the matter. But you stated on that it is your show. I respect your views on that. But anyhow, nice of you to put an effort on the show. Well, thanks, Mark. At least some of what I saw. Thanks, Mark. As for the game, the stats don't reflect me. Who cares about your stats? I was making a point, you little numbskull. Anyways, he goes on to ramble on about some point saying I'm biased and stuff. Guess what? It's my show, and I'm going to play you a clip just now in a couple seconds of exactly what you are to expect on my show. People don't come here to get League Daddy stats. Do you want a computer, a monkey, a cat? You, Mark, could do this. And tonight's game, the New Jersey Devils lost 6-0 against Phoenix. The stats go like this. Phoenix scored 4 in the first period, 2 in the second period, none in the third. New Jersey scored 0 goals. Boring! If you want someone to read off stats, listen to Frank and BP. BP does a great job of reading off the stats. Just kidding, BP. Actually, Chromax does. Frankie. Mark, dude. Welcome to the 2-Minute Minor. You keep giving me billboard material, bulletin board material, you're still going to be the news article on my show. We'll be right back. I'm going to show you that clip, Mark. Don't go away. I'm talking about the hard-hitting stuff. And what I mean by hard-hitting stuff, I'm talking about we talk to the owners, we talk to captains, we talk to different players, we interview them, no holds barred. I'm not going to sit here and baby a guy. I'm going to go straight for the jugular. Welcome back. I'm glad you enjoyed that clip, Mark. As for the rest of the show, I do have some news coming up on the next episode, which will be out shortly after you see this one. Believe me, I'm releasing them in separates. It might be a 3-part show tonight. It might be a 4-part show. I'm running a little long with Mark, my #1 fan. Yeah, you numbskull. And my script got tossed. It's right here. So, I'm going to have to end the show on that. Mark, listen, buddy. I have nothing against you personally. I like critics. I really do. But be constructive. If you have an idea, give it to me. Don't just shoot your mouth off like a little numbskull, punk. You're going to criticize me on the penalty box. You better be man enough to put up or shut up. I'll see you guys at center ice when this puck drops. Good night. My mascot just showed up. Come here. Big guy. There you go. Say hi. Oh, shush. Look, see? Say hi. Right there. Right here. Yeah. Stash, you're being a pain in the ass right here. I'm trying to work. Come on over here. Come on. Off. It's my puck, buddy. My puck.